Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon. In the last episode we fought a bunch of trainers, and in this episode we're gonna fight a bunch more trainers. Let's do it. Uh, Off screen I went back and healed, so we're in good shape. Oh look, this guy shows us a Snorlax. Ah, very cool. I gotta like Snorlax. I don't know why. Never really used him though. But yeah, we're almost done on the SSN, thankfully. Uh, so no worries there. We're we're just going Goldeen. I don't know. It's hard for me to just continuously talk about trainers that I don't care about. I'm only really showing trainers for anyone who wants to see what they're all about. Maybe the brief dialogue they have, or the Pokemon that they may have. I mean, it's really not for me. If it were up to me, I would probably skip as many as possible. But that's just, I mean, I would eventually fight them, but I wouldn't fight them as I go. I'd come back after I'm like level 100 million and just not care. But for the sake of playing and showing everyone what's going on, I'm gonna show all the trainers, just so the Let's Play thing does not consist of me going from one town to the next town doing nothing. Because really a big part of this game is just trainer battles. Unfortunately. I mean, it's still a very good game, I enjoy it thoroughly, but there's not a whole lot to it. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before in previous episodes, which, yeah, I mean, it's true. But yep, there's not much of the SSN left. There's a few more rooms. Not many of them have actual trainers. Some of them do though. So we're gonna still look. I'm still gonna make sure I'm not missing any hidden items. But yeah, I think like these are the last two doors. Alright, a double battle. Ha, just kidding, that doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean, there's still, like I said, I think this room and the next room are the last two rooms. There might be one more after that, but I don't think so. And then after that, we're done. I might have missed an item. I feel like I've missed an item. So that's unfortunate. But it's nothing game breaking or useful, I'm sure. If anything, it's some sort of potion. Which doesn't interest me. This might be the first instance of a Ponyta in this game. Might not be, I don't even know. But if it is, here's Ponyta, fire type, horse, clearly. They're very fast. When they evolve, they become one of the fastest Pokemon in the generation, the game. Whatever. So they're pretty good. I've never used a Ponyta, but they have potential, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't use my team generally consists of like Pidgey, Butterfree, my starter, Alakazam, and I don't know. I honestly don't really have a team. I don't use a lot of Pokemon. There's so many to choose from, and I don't use most of them. It's kind of unfortunate. I mean, I generally just use whatever I get. I don't usually go out of my way to find something. Like I'll use Lapras probably, because spoiler alert, you get a Lapras fairly easily without any work. I mean, that's generally it. but that's just if I'm playing for fun. I do love playing any game 100%. That's what I'm doing for this playthrough, is trying to show off everything and get everything, because I actually really enjoy doing that. I just if I just want to play for fun, which is what I started this for, I generally just skip a bunch of stuff because I already know what it is. I didn't check the table or anything for an item, but oh well. And neither of these are trainers, so looks like we are done with the trainers on the S.S. Anne, which is great. Well, almost done with the trainers, because here's Blue. Gotta love Blue. So, we're obviously going to have a trainer battle. Already caught 40 kinds. Well, I'm just gonna have to check and see how many I've caught. I think he's a liar though, 40. I don't think you can get 40 up to this point. In fact, I think you can get 39 up to this point if you count trading and all that. I think you can only get 39. I could be wrong, but so he's just a big cheater. That Gary Blue. His name is Blue. Interesting trivia that I didn't really know. Well, I mean it's obvious, but when you're like a 6-year-old kid playing this game, or however old I was when I played this game originally, you don't think about it that these characters in the game are not Ash and Gary. They're actually red and blue, or red and green, perhaps, I think is... I can continue this. I did actually want to switch Pokemon too, darn it. But yeah, I think their names are red and green in Japan, but red and blue in America. It's actually like a whole different... They have their own storyline, they're different people. Which I thought was pretty cool when I found that out. I've never actually read, or... Because I think it's a manga or whatever. I've never read it. There might be actually like a television series about it now too, but I've never watched that either. But I mean, that's pretty cool. I keep meaning to switch out Pikachu. He is level 30 and I don't want him to... I don't know exactly what happens, like if they have to be level 30 or if they're level 31 they stop, or if it's like it's just random whether or not they stop obeying you. I actually don't know how the level cap thing works. I've never pushed it like this. But I am going to change now, and we're actually going to bring out Wartortle, because even though he picked Ivysaur because it's strong against Wartortle, well, he picked Bulbasaur, but I think we can take him. Vine Whip. Super effective, but look at that damage, it barely did anything. I'm just gonna bite him to death. So close. Leech Seed. Oh well. And he's down. A critical hit. Unnecessary critical hits happen a lot in this game. I don't know if you've noticed thus far, but they do happen a lot. But yeah, that was Blue, and he sucks. Yeah. So, if you haven't guessed by now, I've kind of been trying to not just give away what's going on here. But if you haven't guessed by now, the reason we're here is to see the captain and get the move cut, the HM, which is awesome. So we'll finally be able to cut down all those trees. So that's going to give us access to a few more places in the world, which is going to be pretty cool. And yeah, that's it. We can look in here, but yeah, that's gross. And that's it. That is the SS Anne. Like I said, I might have missed an item or two, and if I did, I'm sorry because I can't come back. But that's alright, because it's not important. But yeah, that was it. If you don't want to fight all the trainers or look at all the items or whatever, it's actually really short. You just head right there, fight Blue, and go on with your merry self. But, as I said previously, as soon as you get off of the ship after doing what you're supposed to do, it leaves. So if you wanted something on there, make sure you do it before you get cut. Because it's gone and it's never coming back. And that's it. So now we have cut. And the unfortunate thing about HMs, or you know, moves in general that you have to use in order to progress through the game, is that you have to actually teach them to one of your Pokemon. Which means I have to teach cut to one of my Pokemon, and I don't know which Pokemon can learn what. And if I don't have a Pokemon on me that can learn it, that means I have to bring a Pokemon that I don't want to bring, and that'll be unfortunate. But let's try. Yeah, see, none of my Pokemon can learn cut right now. So I was going to go right on into the gym and get my badge and then end the episode, but I am going to end the episode instead and come back in the next episode, and I'll have my Pokemon with cut and we'll see what we can do from there. The next, I mentioned it before, but the next gym is awful. It's going to probably take me forever, just because that's my luck with this gym. It's not necessarily difficult, but it is random. It's got a random aspect to it, and it's horrible. But yeah, so I'm going to end off the episode here. I will meet you back in the next episode with my Pokemon with cut. These past few episodes I haven't had anything to do in between episodes, like level grinding or capturing Pokemon or leveling up my Pokemon or evolving Pokemon or whatever. So there's not going to be a whole lot of extra stuff, but soon enough we'll get back to that. If you enjoy that stuff, I know I do. I love level grinding. I love all that. I don't show most of it, but I love doing it, so I can't wait. But yeah, in the next episode we're gonna go to the next gym in, what is this town? Vermilion? Vermilion City Gym? Vermilion. Or is it? Yeah, it's Vermilion. It's gotta be. Alright, anyways, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you and goodbye.